Ow! Get some. I'll tell you what, guys. Whew, let's take a look at what we did. First shot was 78 and the last shot was 1.75 hundredths of a second. So that was 5 rounds of 180 grain 44 Magnum ammo out of the new Smith & Wesson Model 69 revolver. So what you have here, guys, is a 44 Magnum package in an L-frame size revolver. 4¼ inch barrel, a lot of horsepower. As you can see by the target, we're all in the center there. And I think that was right, let's take a review it right quick. So that was actually 97 hundredths of a second to put 5 rods on target. So as you can see, even in that small package and wide open ammunition, that thing's just fun to shoot, guys. If you're into horsepower, that's what it is. Give you an idea of what we have here. This is actually an L-frame, and they went through some enhancement processes and some engineering changes, and they could actually put a 44 Magnum cartridge in an L-frame. It's a 5-shot capacity, stainless steel, Model 69. And what they're trying to do is to give the user more leeway in what he wants to carry. So this is a full-size end frame, a 4-inch. The full-size end frame weigh about 41 ounces. These come in at about 37, so about 5 ounces difference. And it's a little bit smaller signature as far as the width of the revolver and also the height of the frame, which kind of makes it extremely easy to carry. And you still have the flexibility of the 44 Magnum. You don't have to shoot Magnums all the time, but if you want to have a blast or you're hunting big game or you want just a good backup, large caliber revolver, that Model 69, I don't think has any equal anywhere in the gun market. So I'm going to paint it up and we're going to try something different. So there you have it, guys. Every target got one right quick. Let's take a look at it. Exactly like 73 hundredths of a second to shoot 3 shots on 3 different targets with a 44 Magnum using 180 grain Magnum ammunition. So the transitions are real snappy. It's a lightweight gun. Doesn't take any effort to move it. What's really neat about this thing is the way they re-engineered the yoke, and they also put a ball detent on the front of the yoke. Made it a lot stronger. The lockup is a lot better. The barrel shank is full diameter, so if you shoot a lot of 44 Magnums, I think the only thing you're going to wear out is your hand. So it's a very durable gun. To give you an idea, the old traditional end frame had a lockup on the front of the extractor rod, and the new one has a ball detent under the extractor rod, so when it locks up, it's got a very tight lock, no possibility of it ever jumping open. And that was a problem with a lot of 44 Magnums back in the day when they were trying to make a gun and really didn't understand what was going on. So this has been re-engineered, top of the line. What can I say, guys? It's great, but we got more. Okay, as you can see, we have targets of opportunity downrange. And one thing that we kind of forget is just actually the striking power of a 44 Magnum. I remember when I was young, when Dirty Harry came out, hey man, everybody wanted a Model 29. You couldn't even find them anywhere. It took me like 2 years to find one. Then I paid too much for it. But anyway, we're going to do a little Dirty Harry here. And the one thing I hate, guys, is cheap diet soda. So we have some cheap diet soda downrange, and we're going to put a Dirty Harry on them. Here we go. Start on the left. Here we go. Yeah. Tell you what, guys, 44 Magnum still rock and roll. Dirty Harry would be proud. As you can see, that cheap soda didn't like that 44 Magnum at all. Give you an idea of what we were doing. We were shooting one of these 225 grain flex tip 44 Magnum load. And these 2-liter bottles caught them pretty much dead in the center. And some of the bottles just went completely apart. So another great thing about a 44 Magnum, guys, there's such a large spectrum of ammunition out there on the market. Everybody makes a lot of 44 Magnum loads. I've got a 240 XTP load, and probably one of the favorites that I used to shoot a lot when I was in the woods was a 210 grain wad cutter, cast wad cutter at about 1,000 feet a second. And one thing good about a 44, guys, it's 44 all the way. Even if it's a perfectly flat wad cutter, it's going to make a nice hole in whatever it's hitting. And you can see by that, the way it affected with those 225s, it has a lot of striking energy. We kind of overlook it when we think of modern handguns, the 460 Smith & Wesson, the 500, 44 Magnum, guys, has a lot of play. So what do you think, guys? Did we just reinvent the 44 Magnum? Smith & Wesson did. They had this Model 69 Combat Magnum, 4¼ inch barrel, 5-shot. the same size as an L frame, but you have 44 Magnum horsepower. A lot of enhancements here, very durable. As you can see on the range, if you get excited and want to shoot fast, you can do that too. So it really surprises me when I go out and shoot the 44 after a period of time to realize just how powerful it is, and also the broad spectrum of ammunition available for it. So it's just a good time on the range. So what do you think, guys? I'd like for you to subscribe to Miculek.com. Also like me on Facebook, and keep me posted on what you'd like to see. We've got some great stuff coming.